Hey, what's going on, fight fans? This is Sean with Boxing Socialist and Other Sports. Oh, man, what did we just witness? What did we just see? Adrian Broner versus Jesse Vargas. Now, I got to admit, on Jesse Vargas' side, this was a very entertaining fight. This was a pretty close battle. Adrian Broner gave away a lot of the early rounds. And one of the things that Cunningham kept yelling at him in the first 6-7 rounds, you've got to let your hands go. And it's funny because I could see Mike Stafford, his old trainer, just looking like, man, I've been telling Broner to let his hands go for the longest time. And I don't know why Adrian Broner doesn't let his hands go. But needless to say, even though he had a slow start, man, Jesse Vargas was pumping out, 60, 70, 80 punches a round. My only concern was like, man, can Jesse Vargas keep this going, for a full 12 rounds? And needless to say, like around the 8th round, Jesse Vargas' punch output started to slow down. And Adrian Broner did more pot shotting. I'm not going to say that Adrian Broner landed or threw more punches, but he was pot shotting a lot of the times. Going from the 8th, 7th, 8th, all the way to the 12th round. And there's a couple of times, man, Broner caught him with quite a few shots. I was like, maybe it might stun him, maybe it might, make him take a knee or something. But Vargas took those shots, man, and he countered pretty well. Man, this fight, man, what really got us was the post-fight interview. The post-fight interview was crazy. After the fight, after it's declared a draw, they kind of just looked at each other like, oh, man, darn, I can't believe, we fought to a draw. Like, darn, man, geez, man. Then next as soon as the cameras focus in on Broner and Vargas and my man came there, the announcer came there, Jim Gray came there with the mic and held the mic up to them, Adrian Broner went total bipolar. 113. There's quite a few people in here. KJ Burns feel that AB should have won. Does anybody feel that Vargas should have won? Listen, I had it. I'm be honest. I had it going into the 12th round. Vargas up by 1 point. Darn, Kim Thomas. I can't even let that. I can't even post what you're saying. Oh man, I can't even post that. What is it? I scored at a draw. Wouldn't have been mad if either guy won, to be honest. Good fight though. Yeah, but this is the kind of fight that Adrian Broner, when you talk smack like that, you got to back it up and you got to win. Yeah, it was a pretty good fight. Yeah, they went back and forth. I mean, but still, when you talk a lot of smack, you got to back that stuff up. 115, 113 for Vargas. AB pissed his momentum away. Now, I want y'all to help explain to me what in the world was Adrian Broner saying at the end when they said, do you want to do it again, a rematch? He said, yeah, but you got to come to where I'm from, man. He said something about Mexicans and chicken and rice. Like, what does chicken and rice got to do with Mexicans? I just didn't get it. If any of y'all out there understand what was Broner saying, come to my place, all y'all Mexicans booing me, and I want coney or chicken. I don't get it. Maybe one of y'all can break it down for me what Adrian Broner was talking about. KJ Burns says AB started getting some big shots. He would have went for the knockout. Do y'all feel that AB let off the last 2 rounds? If Adrian Broner, because I think going into those last 2 rounds, Adrian Broner built the momentum. I said, man, if Adrian Broner can keep punching like he did that 8th, 9th, 10th round, he could win this fight. Kim Thomas jaws are like putting my foot in my mouth and choking on it. Yeah, I don't think nobody really likes jaws. KJ Burns says he said it was too many Mexicans there. How in the world is there too many Mexicans? Like, I don't get it. I mean, I know New York has a big Hispanic Mexican following, but come on now. It wasn't a lot of Mexican. I heard a lot of people cheering for Gervonta Tank Davis, and he's black. So the whole thing about being too Mexican, I didn't get that. AB was fighting in spots, and Vargas got tired. Yeah, man, Vargas, man, he blew his load, man. Vargas, I don't know why Vargas was throwing so many punches early rounds. He didn't even have to throw that much to beat Adrian Broner early rounds. Cam Thomas, because AB got robbed. Okay, another person felt that Adrian Broner won. Anybody else here that thought Adrian Broner won? Carlos D. I had Vargas winning by 2. Okay. And if y'all just now hopping on, I had it being a draw. I had it 114, 6 rounds. KJ Burns, he said he needs some info that he Coney S chicken, whatever that is. Rico in Brooklyn. Y'all been to Brooklyn, man. Is there a lot of Mexicans? You think there's a lot of Mexicans that were there? Adrian Broner was going off about Mexican. Y'all felt was there a lot of Mexicans you think was at the Barclays Center? AB took his foot off the gas. He could have won the 11th and 12th round. Rascorn, I said the same thing. AB could have won that fight. If he's upset it was a draw, Adrian Broner has to blame himself. Rico, Mexicans in Brooklyn, lots of laughs. KJ already knew Gervonta was going to win how Jesus was fighting. HNX Media, it was a clean draw. I thought it was 114. Okay. Expert knew 124, thought it was 114. Who all in here thought it was a draw? I want to know how many of y'all thought that Adrian Broner could have won that fight if he stepped on the gas the 11th and 12th round. For everybody that's out there, man, if you want to keep the channel going, man, please drop your boy $1, $2, $5. You see that little money icon down there on your phone, or hit the super chat button, hit that little money icon. Drop your boy $1, $2, $3, $5. I don't care what you drop. I even appreciate $1. My Twitter timing had it 115, 113 going either way. Some had it Vargas and some had it Broner, and all agree with the draw. Rematch needed. Do y'all really want to see the rematch? And in the rematch, do you think Broner can really come out? And number 2, they asked him, Jim Gray asked him, what did you think about your new trainer, Kevin Cunningham? Did he make a big difference? And he didn't really answer whether Cunningham next media said he could certainly have won, but couldn't finish. Carlos D. Draw was a good call, though. AB stopped going hard. One person said no rematch. Yep, Vargas was pretty much done in the later rounds. AB ain't serious about this boxing life. Broner is Broner. It ain't the trainer. Where does AB go from here? Does this draw affect Adrian Broner to the point that he doesn't he needs to hang up the gloves? What do you think AB is going to say the next week? Do you think Adrian Broner is going to blame anybody? Because Vargas is Mexican. What? How do you like the Kevin Cunningham and Tank combo? I think Tank is Tank, Rico, without Kevin Cunningham or not. I think no matter who Tank has in the corner, Tank's going to do really well. Rascorn, he need to fight 6'9" next. That's more important to him. Yo, so let me ask you this. So what were they saying? Are they saying that Adrian Broner, Tekashi 6'9" was all fake and set up? And why did Adrian Broner come out playing Tekashi 6'9" music? So was that all a setup? Was there really no beef? And what did y'all think about the Charlo fight? Jamal Charlo versus Centeno. A lot of people just felt he was going to beat and knock out Centeno anyway. And number 2, he keeps calling out Triple G, but Triple G already has other agendas. He's also on a different network. He's not signed with Al Heyman, but Danny Jacobs is. Would y'all like to see Jamal versus Danny Jacobs? And also the Jermell Charlo, the 154-pounder versus Jarrett Hurd. What do y'all think about those fights? HNX Media says Broner will blame everyone but himself. True. And whatever happened to his fighter, one he called Bunny, Robert Easter? I haven't heard from him in almost, 8, 9, 10 months. What happened to him? Randy Savage says his boxing IQ is trash. Listen, Randy, Broner might have good IQ. He just doesn't pull the trigger. You know, my own personal opinion, a lot of fighters that don't pull the trigger like that, my personal experience is, especially being around boxing and boxing myself, you're afraid that you're going to get tired in the later rounds. And you're afraid if you get tired and you burn yourself out, you're opening yourself up to get knocked out. And that's why a lot of guys don't throw and let their hands go in fear of tiring out and getting knocked out in the later rounds. Rico said, I think it's all fake and set up to bring up the ratings. Could be. Y'all hit that little money icon down here. Drop your boy $1 or $2. Throw a little bit of money your way. H&X says Charlo's a beast. Yeah, he's looking really good. I definitely like to see him fight the top 3 fighters in that weight class, though. What weight class is Robert Easter? Robert Easter fights in the 135-pound division. Because at one time, you know, Broner was talking about Gervonta Davis fighting Robert Easter, but that never materialized. Easter just fought on the Spence Peterson undercard. Did he? Darn, I don't even remember. Did I even see that? You know what? I was out of town, so I didn't even see that fight. So I didn't catch it. So, okay. Brasscorn, man, AB was supposed to let them hands go. PTSD from Madonna. Yeah, a lot of people think Marcos Madonna really messed up Adrian Broner's mind, man. Ever since he got dropped and hurt, a lot of people are saying Broner's never been the same since that. Now he's afraid to get knocked out or embarrassed. It's already embarrassing to get dropped, but now he's like, man, there's a possibility I can get knocked out. So it could be some PTSD, man, from the Madonna fight. Media said Broner never starts under rounds 4 through 6. Yeah. Broner always lets the early rounds go, and I still don't get it. KJ Burns, AB needs to start winning and stop holding back because people are starting not to mess with him. I don't know what it is, KJ. For no matter what, man, he always he's an entertainer. He does more entertaining than he does boxing, and that draws people and puts people in those seats. I don't know what it is. But after a while, I'm pretty sure people are going to stop coming out to watch AB fight. They're going to be like, it's the same old, same old. Rick Ross, good fight, but I had Jesse winning. Okay. And what's up with Rick Ross? Why are you showing Rick Ross there? And why did the black announcer made it seem like he knew Rick Ross songs and he was a big supporter of Rick Ross? I think they'd be giving him cue cards and he'd just be saying certain things and make it unbelievable. I meant to say until rounds 4 through 6. Okay, I got you. Jacobs versus Charlo could be next. Seems like Triple G is still waiting on what Canelo does. Well, listen, it's all high risk, low reward. Triple G can fight Charlo, but he wouldn't make the amount he'll make it Phils versus Triple G. Broner versus Malignaggi was Broner's last good fight win. Listen, a lot of people keep forgetting. What about Charlo versus Billy Joe Saunders? Man, Billy Joe Saunders has really been impressing me lately, man. Billy Joe Saunders, one of those guys, he gets better every single fight. Broner versus Malignaggi was Broner's last good fight win. You might be right. You might be right. He did jump up to 147. I think Broner should have stayed at 140 this whole time. KJ Burns, that rapping came on. Now AB trying to compare to Mayweather. Okay. Toddzilla, I'm a big AB fan, but I'm done with him. His best days are behind him. Toddzilla, that's it. You ain't fooling with AB no more. I mean, it is the draw. It's not like he did take a loss. But I don't see how Al Heyman can continue to give him $1 million paydays. And I think AB is now to the point that he might start being on undercards, but he's going to figure out a way to talk to Al Heyman and let him know, man, you know, I'm an AB. You can't put me as an undercard. I got to be the main event. I can see that happening. Kim Thomas. I like AB. I'm from Cincinnati. I think AB career is fading quickly, but he still is a 4-time world champion. Yeah, that's one thing you can't take that away from Adrian Broner. He is a 4-time champion. H&X Media. Broner's antics are starting to look like a one-trick pony. Yeah. People are going to get tired after a while. He needs to get respect or change his stick. I under his gimmick. It's just safe. Yeah. Mellon Group, I think AB shook off his fears the second half of the fight. Mellon Group, you think AB was scared the first half of the fight? I just think he was just getting worked. My own personal opinion, I think AB was trying to wait for him to tire out, and hopefully he thought he could knock him out in the later rounds. And at one time, I thought AB was going to get in trouble. I thought AB was going to get dinged for hitting him below the belt. And Vargas has some below the belt hits, but it wasn't as hard and as low as AB's was that won the shot. Saunders still has a date in June with Murray. And it's up to Saunders if he wants that fight next. Charlo is number 1 and Jacob is number 2 by the WBC. That fight seems next. Listen, those are the 3 fights that Charlo can go for. Jacobs, Saunders, or Triple G. H&X Media, 4-time paper champion, keeping it real. Oh, man, you think he's a paper champion? H&X Media? Todd Zelle, AB should box Connor. I'm serious. The weight matchup, and that would be a close fight for real. Man, there's no money in UFC. And that's why do you think the UFC had to come over to boxing? Man, there ain't no money over there. Dana White be ripping off his fighters. He hasn't beat anyone. He has lost to all real competition. And listen, man, 140. Remember, he came up from 135 to 140 to 147. Broner's jumped up 2 weight classes. So is it that it's real competition, or is that these guys are bigger than him and they're just as skilled as him, so they're beating him? Yeah, I remember that Agent Broner moved up in weight classes. 135, 140, Broner will probably be the man, except for Mikey Garcia. I still think Mike would beat him at 135 or 140. And Terrence Crawford would have beat him. Rico, can't forget about Andre at 1. Oh, yeah, Demetrius Andre at 160. If GG does vacate the IBF, there was talks about Andre versus Derevchenko for the vacant title. Okay. Lastly, yeah, Dana White is a billionaire. Yeah, he a billionaire, and all the other guys are barely thousandaires. All right, I ain't gonna keep y'all long. All right, we about to go on 20 minutes. So I just want to do a post-fight wrap-up. It seemed like a majority of y'all thought majority of people thought AB won. Half of y'all thought it was a draw, and a couple of y'all pulled for Vargas. I don't know. I'm kind of tossed between it. So I don't even know if I want to see a rematch right now or not. I mean, it's all right. All right, so all y'all out there, man, thanks for showing up. I'm going to be going live again tomorrow, so we'll come up with some more stuff tomorrow, some upcoming fights. UFC is at work, fixed unless it is a KO. Steve keeping it real. Todd Zelle, AB should have got the decision. Got to go, man. Thanks, bro. All right, I want to thank everybody for showing up. Till next time, this is Sean with Boxing Social and Other Sports, and we signing out. Peace.